Hey guys, welcome. It's Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central European Time, and it's time for Be, Think, Transform. So, fun fact, did you know that there wasn't a word in the German language for procrastination? Haha! Does that mean we don't procrastinate? No, unfortunately, it does not. So, are you ready to open Pandora's box and look at what procrastination really is? All right, then stay tuned, coming right up. Hello, hello, hello. I really hope you can hear me. I don't think I have anyone here yet. Last week I was on mute for the entire duration. So yeah, shit happens. Anyway, so today's topic is procrastination and how you can use your innate brain functions, systems, methods, however you want to call them, to beat procrastination. So I don't actually think I have to explain to you what procrastination really is. All right, I have a visitor. If you can give me just a thumbs up, if you can hear me, that would be great. You don't need to know. You don't need me to explain what procrastination is. Chances are you've had it at one point in your life, right? So, the thing about procrastination is that it happens to the best of us. But the sneaky thing about procrastination is that it may have very different origins, and you need to apply very specific strategies to beat it. So today I'm only going to focus on 1.5, maybe 2-ish of those underlying problems and how to skate over them. Okay, we're not pushing. That's the problem though with procrastination, is that we tend to think that we need to push ourselves through it. Yeah, writer's block. Keep pushing. Yeah, the more force we invest, the better it's going to get. Like, I don't have a good idea, I'm just going to think even harder. No, that's not going to work. Okay, so let's look at an example. Okay, so let's assume that you are successful in your line of work. Maybe I'm just gonna, because it's close to my heart. Let's say you're a coach, you're a successful coach, and you would like to write a book. But every time you sit down to start or to keep writing, you feel your mind drift. You have a sense of boredom. Maybe you even doubt that this is going to, that this is a worthwhile activity. Yeah. So then you suddenly feel really tired, and you decide that, you need some rest and, look after yourself, which, self-care is important. But if that happens 5 days in a row, there's something going on there. Yeah. That's no longer a case of having to look after yourself. That is procrastination. So, or you just, you keep getting up to get another coffee, to get a glass of water, to make a phone call, maybe to watch daytime TV, like all of these things are playing in there. So then you may want to start by looking at what you're trying to gain from the activity. So what is your ultimate goal in writing a book? So for the coach, maybe money doesn't play a very large role. It's just it would be nice if the book were to make money, but I do want to create more exposure for myself. Yeah. Maybe I want to attract more clients through that, which would then later lead to more money. Or maybe I just want to be able to influence people on a greater scale. And by influence, I mean help them. Yes. So if you draw a pie chart and assign chunks, percentages to those areas that, are important to you, to those results that you're trying to achieve by writing a book, you'll see which of those is your primary motivator. So if your primary motivator in writing a book is recognition and exposure, that's not going to happen while you're sitting there and writing the book. So that kind of motivation isn't available to you in the moment. So here comes in the part where you need to find something intrinsically that motivates you more. Yeah. Discover the joy in writing. Yeah. In putting those ideas onto the page, connecting images and stories with ideas and making them more palatable. Maybe you're using snippets of it to create extra content for your existing clients right now. So you're shortening the gap, you're shortening the time that you have to delay your gratification. So that is already going to help you not push past procrastination, but skate over it. Yeah. And then there's another thing that may be happening, and that is you don't know how to do it. You don't know where to start. It is all this big Mount Everest-like structure in front of you with all these different problems lurking and waiting, and you don't want to get started, right? So here's another strategy. If that is the case, yeah, if you are intrinsically motivated, if you like writing, if you like doing what you're doing, then, but you don't know where to start. Yeah, you don't know what is important. You're second guessing yourself the whole time. Then write down everything you think you need to do. All the steps that you need to do. And then chunk them down. And then assign importance to them and put them in order. And then the next time you won't sit down with the thought, oh my God, I'm writing a book, but you will have a specific plan of action. Yeah. Today I'm writing 4 pages on topic X. And then I'm going to spend half an hour researching something related to this. And then I'm going to do, and you see where I'm going. Yes. So you know exactly what you want to do. And once that's finished, you move on to the next step. And that's what is going to recruit your dopamine reward system of your brain. Because every time you complete one of those tasks that you've chunked down, you're going to get a little dopamine hit. Because chances are the task itself looked and appeared to be so much more lengthy, difficult, boring, whatever, than it actually was. And then your dopamine is going to say, hey, that wasn't so bad. That was actually quite enjoyable. And guess what that does? That makes you go, do I have time for another one? And then you're going to move over and on to the next step. And before you'll know it, you will have completed 10 steps, which if you had given the whole chunk to yourself at the beginning of the day, as today I'm going to do that would have just gone, no, I can't. I'm paralyzed with fear of the unknown. But by making the different steps more knowable, more understandable, less unfamiliar, you're calming your emotional responses down. And then when you tick them off, yay! Another hack to give you to make this even more visible that you've completed a task is to make the completion of a task, of ticking it off, even more visible than just ticking it off. So think of maybe having 2 jars on your desk and putting the specific amount of marbles or peas or whatever in one jar that symbolize the different steps that you have to complete. And then every time you complete a step, you take one of the marbles or the peas or whatever it is into the other jar. And you will see the balance shift. You will have a more visual representation of what you've already achieved. Yeah. So those are the 1.5/2 strategies that I wanted to talk to you about today. There's one thing that I want you to remember, though, and that is that in our society, we are putting so much emphasis on you need to want it. You need to want the success. And it has, like I'm really motivated and I'm really excited. So excitement only gets you so far. So if you have two people who are planning to run a marathon and one is, practiced, trained for excruciating hours over months running up to the marathon, but the other one is really excited at the get-go, who do you think is going to finish the marathon, right? So excitement only gets you so far. Yeah. Excitement for a new project, that's a dopaminergic response, but you need to combine it with the here and now neurotransmitters, serotonin, endorphins, and endocannabinoids. That's one of my favorite words nowadays. So you need to find the intrinsic motivation. You need to find the joy in the process as well. So tell me in the comments, that's today's call to action. Tell me in the comments what it is that you are procrastinating on right now. And have you noticed, have you recognized your type of procrastination here? Or do you think, the two things that you've mentioned, they don't apply to me? I have no idea what's going on. So if that's the case, let me know so I can make another video and address your very personal, specific problem. All right. My name is Henrike Schmidt. As you can see, I'm the whole brain coach, and I help my clients understand their brains better so they can implement neuroscience-based strategies to really improve their performance, whether this is at work, at home, communication, whatever. That's what I'm here for. All right. So if you have any questions, also leave them in the comments. I will be back here next Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central European Time. Until then, take care. Bye.